Welcome to JTF Show. I'm your host, Jason Selton, and today we're going to hopefully, most likely, finish this discussion of the Young Messiah, debunking the interview of saying that it's biblically accurate and all that. And if you need more context, please look at part 1 before this one, obviously. We're gonna talk about more about that. We're gonna talk about Chris Columbus, who he is, and why he was not a good pick for this movie. Same thing with the author. I think her name is Anne Rice. And do not dox these people. Don't go after them. Don't go after the director. Don't go after anybody who anything wrong to them because they have their opinions and their beliefs in what they do. In this case, of what they make. Let's continue on with the interview in the video.
Going to do next after the stoning of Soraya M. And then Anne Rice review comes out praising the movie, a rave review. And so I happen to know her agents because one of them on the team also represents me. And we got to talking, and he sent me the book. I read it very quickly, and I said, I can't afford an Anne Rice book, but I love it, and I'd love to try and set it up. He said, go ahead. And so we were able to set it up with a producer, and which is Chris Columbus in 1492 Pictures.
And the book is Christ the Lord out of Egypt, which became the Young Messiah.
So let us understand who Chris Columbus, the director, is, what movies he made. If you remember in part 2, we listened a little bit about who he was. But let's get a little bit deeper into who is Chris Columbus. What has he done before doing The Young Messiah?
Then I look down here and I see Chris Columbus is one of the producers. Now, where have I heard that name before? Well, Chris Columbus is most notable for his work on the Harry Potter franchise. He was an executive producer on the first 2 films and a producer on the 3rd film. Harry Potter is all about witches and magic and all these things that are, anti-scriptural. The Bible makes it very clear that we are not to have any part in those things. And there's a bunch of videos online that you can watch that dissect the Harry Potter franchise and all the nefarious, associations with that film and what they're indoctrinating the youth with. Okay, so let's move on a little bit here. Now it's becoming very clear that there's something nefarious. There's something very wrong.
It does get a little bit questionable, very nefarious, very, very questionable if this is a good movie to watch. Well, first of all, it isn't, because just Christian or not, if you watch the movie, it gets very confusing to where it doesn't even know what it is anymore. It really doesn't. Seriously. It's not Noah 2014 levels of stupidity, but it's there. It's somewhere there. Not there, but just so close. But for real, this is not a biblical movie or a Christian movie at all. Yeah, I guess I'll just put the critical icing on the cake on this one. And I'll just see you guys a little bit later. We will continue with the interview and hopefully the other video if we can.
Tell me about the inclusion of the devil. The devil makes an appearance here. Bearded guy.
He looks like the ghost from One Direction. He's pathetic in the movie. He's amazing.
Prominent in the book, but that was a dramatic choice.
It was a dramatic choice to make him more prominent in the movie. I think whoever your antagonist is, and you can't find a better one than the devil.
Satan's a pretty good antagonist.
Yes, and especially in this story, he's sort of lurking and lurching about throughout. And that was, I think it was the right choice. And we went with an actor, and in the way that we clothed him and the way his look, that I think is quite different from any other interpretation. Yeah, I don't want to ruin it.
Oh my gosh. I think you heard me ranting. I watched the movie. First of all, Satan is barely in the movie. First of all. Second of all, when he makes an appearance, it's a little bit laughable for some people. Second of all, he's like turned to the dark side. It's just so bad. The worst Satan ever. I mean, there is also the, what was it, the something code, not the Da Vinci Code. It was some weird revelation like movie, like Left Behind, but definitely not like Left Behind. That was a bad devil, especially the CGI. Oh my gosh. I'm talking about another movie. I forgot its name, but I think that was the worst Satan. This will be the second worst. The Young Messiah. Just, if you really want to know, watch it yourself. Trust me. One of the worst Satans ever in film history. He looks like a ghost from One Direction. He should be in a rock and roll band. They did not clothe them really that. I mean, he was clothed, but man, he just no, just no. I think that was the. I was saying that was the icing on the critical icing on the cake. There, that was a lie. Like other things, like this is biblically accurate. That's also a lie. And yeah, again, if you want to watch the movie, I don't recommend it. Highly unrecommend it. But if you really want to know yourself, watch it. I would rather rent it or maybe download it than immediately delete it after or something like that. But yeah, just no, it's not a biblical movie, and I mean I've showed you guys the evidence in general. And sadly we couldn't get to see more of Black Rabbit, but you can look at his video. It's just type in Black Rabbit the Young Messiah and type in the Young Messiah interview. You should find it. And okay, the interview that he's in is in I think it's a news channel. It's called World Over. So just to tell you guys that. And also, you can look up on the IMDb pages as well, stuff like that about the director of this movie and all that, and Wikipedia. I mean, Wikipedia sometimes isn't trustworthy, but in this case, I think it is. And just research it on other things in general. Yeah. God bless and have a great day.